Just felt like running it back again, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Welcome to Chart Monkeys, guys. It is the official CyberKong's weekly show. We're live over on twitch.tv/chartmonkeys. We're on YouTube at the same place. CyberKong's account. CyberKong's, right?
Sounds right.
It works. It sounds good. Um, Special freaking guest today, man. I'm pumped for this. Actually, let me bring him up. Let's bring him up.
Bring him up.
The right thing to do. What's up, Michael? Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming.
Hey, good to see you. Thanks for inviting me.
Thanks for coming, bro. Absolute legend. All kinds of shit going on right now, right? You're busy and like short notice, hit him up. I was like, you want to come on the show tomorrow? And like, dude, within 45 seconds, you said yes.
Dude, he's on the tour. Yeah. He's on the tour. He's like hitting them all, and he's awesome on them too. I just listened to you on what's his name? Coffee with Captain this morning. You were on.
Yeah, like that was a good one.
Yeah, good show.
Yeah, y'all are my third one today already.
On the tour, bro. Huda Vert said your mic is low, by the way. So, which is weird because yeah.
All right, we're gonna have some like audio issues here. Let me see what I can figure out.
Yeah. No, do your thing. Yeah, we'll give Huda a second to fix audio. I don't know. Anybody else out there? Does Huda sound quiet? He was having some mic issues before we got rolling.
Yeah. Let me know. And if this is no better, then I might just rejoin from my phone. I think I might just do that.
Okay.
Because I don't know. Yeah. Keep going, dude. Let me figure this out. I'll be back like in a second.
Oh, that's scary. That means I'm at the controls, which is okay.
I'll still sit here and I'll push you through some shit. Wait. Okay, I'm hearing it's fine. Okay, if it's fine, it's fine.
Let's roll with it. Dude.
It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds fine to me.
All right. Let's let it roll.
Cool. Surely your phone isn't going to be better.
I was going to hook up the AirPods, but you're right. Whatever. Fuck it, man. We're just going to go. Dude, can I ask a quick question? Where the Slopfather is the coolest fucking name I think I've seen out there. Where does that come from?
It's just because back in April or May, I launched an NFT collection called Slonks. And slonks are basically the art is the slop, basically. So what I did is I trained an AI model to recreate the CryptoPunks, and then I uploaded it on chain and intentionally made it where the parameters like didn't get the punks right every time. And so it's pretty cool because it's not like it's not like I was just in there like making them look bad. Like it's actually being fed through like an AI model on chain. Sorry,
it's Slonks, right?
Slonks.
Yeah. Hang on. Here we go.
Sorry.
It cooked, bro. Slonks cooked.
I fucking dig it. I feel so bad because I'm so unplugged from NFTs right now, right? Like I'm so this conversation's happening at the right time because so much cool shit's happening over in like a Robinhood chain, and I need to get caught up. I need to understand what's going on because something special's really brewing over there. These are beautiful.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's like where it came from. Like, I was just like, I love puns, and I was just like going crazy on X with like slop puns. There's so many you can do with slop, and I was just like hammering the Twitter feed with nonstop slop puns, and one of them was like about me being the Slopfather, and so I just adopted the name.
And now it's you.
It works. One of the things that I've liked is that, like Simple Farmer and like obviously Michael, like with Slonks, like that was one of those cooks at a time where like things weren't cooking, right? Like Slonks was that even though it was just some months ago, it was like it made waves, and I'm like, I like seeing. For a while, it seemed like it was harder for new people, and I'm not saying you're new, but for like new projects to like elevate and get attention and really start to take off. And obviously, with what you're doing, with what Simple Farmer's been doing with Stonk Brokers, it's just like for somebody like me that like some people might say I'm a little bit fuddy with stuff, and I certainly can be. This is the kind of stuff I like. People are building cool stuff. New people are getting a legitimate shot at like cementing their legacy on chain. So I'm happy. I told Simple Farmer yesterday, like, bro, I'm happy when I see good people winning. Like I genuinely love that. So because of how like unplugged I've been from certain things, because we're building our stuff. You know what it is. When you're building, it's like hard to be keyed in on everything everybody's doing. But man, you're front and center right now, bro. So tell us, like, walk us through what you're doing. It's probably complex, but you can probably dumb it down for people like us.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so I mean, I reached out to Simple Farmer, and we met on a call, and I was just sharing like some ideas I had with him, and some, I guess, just like learning experiences from Slonks and Slop, and how those relate to each other, and how what he's done with the relationship between the token and NFT has it's kind of like perfected it. And so we were just talking about ways we could collaborate, and the idea of like the Jupiter of Robinhood came up, and I've got a pretty good amount of experience building like DeFi products, and like I built a whole blockchain a few years ago, and lots of DeFi products for that. And so that's like definitely something like that was up my, like, it was like on my tool belt that I could do. And I think it's like a ripe time for a product like that. And but it's more than just the Jupiter of Robinhood. It's not like that's like the goal from like a marketing level, but what I'm wanting to build is a better Jupiter, one that is like owned by the community, and where the community can profit off of the DEX generating revenue, and the community actually plays a role in the DEX generating revenue by themselves being the ones that are executing the orders and taking tips. And I don't think that something like that has existed before. There's like CalSwap, obviously, but CalSwap is a little different in how they in how they're solving like price protection, and it's not what I was wanting. So basically, the goal, like when I first started like researching and digging into like trying to figure out like what I wanted this product to be. Sorry, just one sec.
No, you're good. You're good.
My some personal stuff.
No, do your thing, bro. Do your thing. Huda, for some reason we're not on X. I might have
it's
to
just
read.
like
Hang on, I'm gonna
Dude,
redo the stream.
I
There must
streamed-
be an issue with X.
Wait,
Dude,
really?
I streamed yesterday, and it also didn't stream to X. There's something buggy with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna repost it.
There you go. There you go. I'm curious when he's back, though. I'm curious what blockchain he built. But by the way, I dropped the link to the white paper, guys. You should definitely read it. At the very least, throw it in ChatGPT. Throw it somewhere and like try to understand why it's different, because it's really, really interesting. I'm still wrapping my head around it, and I can't wait to get more into like the weeds with how it works. But like, it's like Michael was just saying, where it's like it's Jupiter, but it's a bit of a marketing thing. It's like Jupiter's the baseline. This is like the evolution of something like that, and it's kind of I say this a lot here, like, oh, finally somebody's building the thing we dreamed of, like the thing that does have the people who believe in the thing, and the community are actively part of it, and they're rewarded in it. And this is another one of those things. This is the dream of crypto, I think. So it's fucking cool. Read that white paper, guys.
It's like, dude, honestly, it's like everything. Like, it's just like, you know, it all just started with him and I talking, and then my brain just started going crazy with all the different things. And I have like ZK experience, I have DeFi experience, and um, like I've got pixel art experience. Like I'm just literally pulling all the different things that I've been doing over the years into this one project, and just giving it like everything I have, and uh, like the brand, like the logo is probably like my favorite logo I've ever seen in my life. Like there's so many little things in it, like apart from the fact that it like makes an M for Mancer. There's like on top the hood is like a sideways C for chain Mancers.
Oh shit.
And then the M on the bottom is like a book, you know? And it's just like the coolest freaking logo. And
Dude, there's an
just
art
like
to that, by
the
the
whole
way.
vibe of like everything is just like coming together, and it's just there's like just a really good feeling, you know? And sometimes like when you're building something and you get that feeling, it's just like, all right, this is gonna be huge.
Dude,
And I have
electric.
that.
It's
Yeah.
electric, and again, like right timing too, and right place. It's all
Yeah.
of it. You can feel us coming together. Like, dude, I want to like definitely hear more about like the how it works. Like, I really want to wrap my head around it. But I just want
Yeah.
to say, like, the hype is insane. I remember seeing Sugar Girl, who's fucking great. She's awesome. She makes great calls. She's very dialed in, and she
Nice.
mentioned this like a week ago, right? And
Oh wow.
before like the burn kind of stuff was mentioned, she was right on top of it. So
No,
then of
there's
course
no way. I mean, this tweet,
maybe
because
not this tweet, but she's mentioned it. And maybe when was this tweet here?
no, yeah, because
No,
this was
not this tweet.
after.
Then
Yeah.
she's really like she's so dialed in. She's really good. But I saw especially when the burn went live. Correct me if I'm wrong, dude, but it was only a couple hours before all the spots were
Dude,
taken.
I couldn't believe it. I was literally like, I got it out because I had to get it out before the weekend because I needed to give enough time because I knew it was going to launch this week. And so I needed to get it out, but I was going camping in the literally in the middle of nowhere in Texas with my son. So I'm like literally, I'm driving through Texas, and I have like my AI is working on the website while I'm driving, and I pull off in this small town in a Starbucks, and I like do a review of everything and test and make sure it's all working. No, I don't want it to like it's I don't it's crazy. Like
I
I don't want to affect secondary markets, right?
respect. Well, then I'll just say though, still like people are really hyped, and at this point, I guess the only question is if you don't have a whitelist before we get into the rest of it, like how do people even participate? Is it just going to be you do secondary, you buy token? Like, because I know people really want to get in somehow.
Yeah. I mean, I even myself, like I've been giving out a decent amount, but like I didn't reserve any for myself. Like I myself burned thousands of dollars to get. I think I got like 160 spots, and I've dwindled those down to like just 80. Like I've already given away like half, and so it's hard because people like I know and love are like reaching out and have communities that I'm in, and like I would love to provide them with spots, but like I just don't have many.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, you can't
and
make everybody happy, right? Like,
um,
especially when you got the hyped thing that's on the table right now.
yeah, yeah. So, but I am going to give you guys a spot to give away. I can only give you one, but I'll give you guys a spot to give away to whoever you want, however you want to do it.
Dude,
There we
hell
go.
yes.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's incredible. All right, we'll figure something out to give it away to somebody. Fucking geez, most hyped whitelist out there right now.
Right.
Is the whitelist Cybil audited? What the hell?
Who is Sybil attacking the whitelist? Yeah, Nigeria. The answer to that is Nigeria, but more than likely not, since you had to burn something to get it. So
Right.
this is a little bit different. That's actually pretty smart, dude.
I mean, it's like it's all on chain. Like if you wanted to audit it, you could just track all the transactions. Like I like all the whitelists are like there's nothing like behind the scenes. Like everything like whenever people were burning, they burned through a contract. And then whenever I transferred those to like a consolidated spot, which is where they are now, like all the transfers that are happening, even myself giving people spots, like it's all public on the blockchain. There's nothing happening behind the scenes.
Stellar, dude. You know what? Like you've always been like a cool supporter. When you had Slonks and you guys launched like your gotcha or your slot, like you came into Kongs. You gave away a Gen Kong and an Evo Kong. Might have even given away 2 Evos and a Gen.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's just like you just don't see that a lot. I think that speaks a lot to like who you are. And then like afterwards you came in and got a Gen for yourself, like you just don't.
Had to, dude. I had to.
It's cool to see, man. It's cool to see like people that are killing it out there that are supporting, a lot of projects. So I think you've done an awesome job. I want to know like how this thing works because it's all the rage, but like tell us.
Yeah. So, I'll start with like the NFT token side of things. So the NFT mints tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. And the NFT mint will start at the same time that I initiate the liquidity pool. So that both the token and the NFT will start at the same time. There's going to be 5,000 NFTs in total. The reason there's only 3,750 whitelist spots is because only 75% are being minted as NFTs. So each NFT is backed by 500,000 Mancer tokens, and every 5,000 Mancer token is going to be backed by one NFT. And it does that through Anvil, which is like an NFT token AMM that Simple Farmer made, and it's what stockbrokers uses to go back and forth between their NFT and token. And so this is going to be kind of unique because it's launching like on their launch pad as like a token, like part token, part NFT, but both back each other.
So
I can't really take credit for that, to be honest with you. That's Simple Farmer. That's his genius. I'm just like just copying him, and so I can't take credit for that.
So 25% of the supply will be available through Anvil, basically, on the NFT side. Is that right?
To the token holders, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, but they'd have to buy the token and then pay there's a 10% tax also that goes back and forth between them.
That's so cool.
But essentially, like that's going to happen, right? Like, I mean, it mints out the 75% that are whitelisted. 25% of the tokens, which are backed by an NFT, are still going to be available, right? And
yeah, I mean, it just depends. Like, I guess like how the pricing goes on both ends. Like, some people might want to use that as like an opportunity to get the NFTs, and some people who mint the NFTs might be just wanting to mint it so they can swap it for the tokens to exit.
It's cool as hell, right? Like, Henry, isn't this new version of NFTs like combined with like the DeFi stuff so cool?
I fucking love it, dude. I absolutely love it. It just touches on all the degeneracy.
Yeah.
Like you got options, right? You got options.
I think it gives you like good I think it gives you good ways to like price things and game plan, right? Because you can see different areas. You're like, well, that's not priced right. I can play this side here, right? Or this is priced in a way that I want to go switch to that. And it just, again, it lets you do a better job of your own like kind of TA. I think it's cool. I think this is like where NFTs needed to head. Dude,
Okay.
what do the NFTs do? Because right, like I think there's utility, whatever, like on the platform itself. Can you describe what that is?
Yeah. So this new era of like NFTs and tokens, where they work together in this way. I think strengthens both sides. So, like, I mean, it's very obvious, right? Like, to us NFT folk, the fact that an NFT could go from like a free mint to 7 ETH in like a few weeks is unfathomable. And that's because it would be unfathomable if it wasn't set up this way, where you have the token that provides the NFT liquidity. And obviously it's more than that. It's, it's all the other mechanics involved. But in the same breath, a token that's just a token by itself would also struggle in a lot of ways, where the having that NFT side provides like a feature that wasn't possible before, which is like an identity. Before, if you were like just a token, it's like, what are you going to do? Like, give everyone that holds like just one of like 1 ETH worth of the token, like there's like 50 billion of them, like, or are you going to just like pick an arbitrarily large number? Like, like the token, the NFT provides the token and an identity, and you can use that identity to reward your holders in ways that I think is way better than just having a token on its own. And then the token provides the NFT side liquidity that it's never had before.
Yeah.
And I think those two working together is why you're seeing what you're seeing with stockbrokers, and it's the new era. I like these two asset types have always meant to be together.
That
And this
dude
is
for
like,
real. Well,
um,
do you think like okay? I thought the 404, like the ERC 404, was going to get us here. Like to me, that like I'm kind of surprised that they didn't. Have you like any thoughts about that? Why ERC 404 isn't what we're using for stuff like this?
yeah. I mean, it's tricky, but it partly has to do, I think, with the fact that you cannot make it where you can easily go back and forth.
Mm.
And I think it's actually good to have, like, the whole 404 thing was like, oh, it's the same contract address, like it's the exact same thing. And when you transfer one, you transfer the other. If you get enough tokens, then an NFT is minted to you. And if you sell too many, then it gets burned. Um, and it's like, in a lot of ways, it's pretty gimmicky. Um, and it also just does not allow for the strengths of both asset types to be utilized. You want there to be friction going back and forth, because you don't want arbitrage to just be like happening nonstop. Like, you want there to be friction for arbitrage. You want to, because that's going to give both sides the ability to like climb easier. If it's just constantly just getting attacked by arbitrage, like, you're gonna kill your price on both sides. And that's happened with me, with my things that I've been experimenting with. And that's why when I saw how Simple Farmer set up that relationship between the two, I was like, this is it. Like, I knew it right away when I saw how he set it up, that it was going to be a huge success, because I knew like my shortcomings in the projects that I did, and how arbitrage was like a killer basically. And like that like friction in between, going back and forth between the two, and the fact that it like also burns the token whenever you go swap back and forth, is I think huge. Like it played a huge role in its success. And so yeah, I think that's like, that plays a role. I just don't think that like 404 was, I think, like, it was like our first kind of like glimpse of the future, but it was not a good final version. Hold on, my vacuum cleaner's about to start
Yeah,
going
yeah,
off.
do your thing, man. That's
Dude's
dude.
got a
I had
fucking
to ask him
robot
that.
vacuum.
Wait, what? Say that again.
He's got a robot vacuum.
Go. It tracks, right?
Yeah, sorry. It was about to start getting real loud in here. Um, yeah. So, um, yeah, and then you had like Unipeg also earlier this year, which is another kind of gimmick, and it like, but then they wound up having to wrap their NFTs anyways, because it's like you you don't want uh I like I'm not gonna I'm not gonna FUD Unipeg. Unipeg's cool, but don't.
It's not fudding.
Like,
You can give your.
I don't want
give
like
your.
people in my comments,
Oh
but,
shit!
It's fair. It's fair.
No, I think that yeah, I mean, in simple terms, it's just it found the right balance, and in tokenomics, like finding that balance is key. You have like one knob dialed a certain direction too far, and your tokenomics is fucked. Like, and I think he just found the right balance. So
Yeah,
It's badass.
yeah.
I had to ask because I could just tell he's that guy that would have an answer for that, right? Like, awesome fucking answer, dude. Thank you.
But I might have missed this. The Mancers share in the fees from the protocol. Is that right?
yeah, so
Or not all of the fees, but like they.
well, yeah, not all the fees, but so basically the fee sharing will work, and I don't have like the exact percentages to give you yet, but I'll just say that they share. So, whenever similar to like stockbrokers, whenever you get a stockbroker, you can activate it, which is kind of like soft staking, and you soft staking just means you keep it in your wallet, and then if you transfer it, it unstakes it. Like it's like it's like nominal staking. Uh, uh, and so, but basically, it's just like you have the NFT, you quote unquote activate it. That just means you burn or you spend some Mancer token, and you activate your chain Mancer, and that just what that will do is it will make it where it becomes what I'm going to call a keeper. And a keeper is a term from like the TWAP world, and for anyone that doesn't know what a TWAP is, it's just like it's like DCAing basically, like cost averaging basically. So you're buying something on a reoccurring basis, and when you do that, you need someone to fill those orders, and a keeper is the person that executes the orders for the DEX. In a lot of cases, it's like a centralized entity that's like executing those, like Jupiter. With CalSwap, it's decentralized, but CalSwap and Mancer will differ quite a bit in a lot of different ways, which I can go into in a little bit. So you pay basically you pay Mancer tokens. It activates your chain Mancer, and then that chain Mancer can start at that point collecting rev share, not just from the protocol, like the DEX, not just from the DEX and its fees, but also it generates rev share from the AMM of people going back and forth between their Mancer tokens and their chain Mancers. That 10% tax also rewards the activated chain Mancers, the keepers. Keepers, long-term goal for those, like I was saying, will be to be like the executors of the orders for the DEX. Initially, it probably will be, not probably, it will be like a single entity, me running a service just to get it started. But the the restrictions on like the price protection will be the same. So it's not like uh, like I'm just gonna be the only one at first before I build out the rest of the infra, um, to bring on other people that can like in a decentralized way. Um, Someone having issues.
I
It's
think
hard
there's,
to-
yeah, I think there's just issues.
Okay.
When you
Yeah.
came back from the vacuum, I think your volume went down a little bit, but it may not have been you. May have just been.
You guys good enough to hear? Like, do we need to stop and get this fixed, or what's good out there? I do think StreamYard's a little fucked up.
I think there's something
funny.
funky too, because even on X, like it's still X is still funky.
Yeah. Was the show with Coffee with Captain also in StreamYard?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a StreamYard thing.
Maybe.
I think we.
I can
think
just
we
keep
power
going.
through. Yeah.
Okay. What was I saying?
You're talking about you were going to be the initial one kind of running it.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, just because I need to build out some more infra for like the what I'm calling the keeper network, which is just going to be like a decentralized network that's like gated to the activated chain mancers. The benefit to the chain mancers when they're a keeper is twofold. One, they can participate in executing transactions, in which case they would get a tip on that transaction, on every transaction that they execute. The other is passive, where they just get rev share just passively. They don't even have to execute transactions. And so a portion of the fees that come in from the DEX and a portion of the fees that come from the AMM Anvil all go to them, and they don't have to do anything. You just have to soft stake, and then you start earning fees in Mancer token and ETH. And that is essentially it. The difference, let me stop there and see if y'all have any questions.
Well, you do need to activate your Mancer. Is that right? Like you'd mentioned that.
Yeah,
Okay.
So which burns Mancer tokens.
Okay. And how much Mancer does it cost?
There will be multiple tiers. It's tiered.
Okay.
So it's like, I don't remember the exact percentages. It's a part of Anvil. And Simple Farmer just pushed out like a V2 for me to use. So I don't remember the exact percentages, but it's tiered. So like, tier 1 would be a certain amount, and then tier 2 would be more, tier 3. And the higher the tier, the more you burn to activate it, the greater of a percentage your share in the revenue would be.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. You can continue.
Okay. So what is Mancer? Mancer is two. When I was surveying the landscape, two things stuck out to me. One is most of the DEXs like this that offer TWAPs, limit orders, require you to cut, like they custody your funds for you, and they, for the most part, are the ones that execute those orders. And I wanted to change both of those things. So on Mancer, similar to on OpenSea, when you put in an offer on an NFT, you don't send your ETH to OpenSea. You just put an offer in, and when someone accepts that order, then OpenSea has like approval to pull that from your wallet, and the same thing will happen with Mancer. When the time comes for your order to be executed, at that point it will pull those tokens from your wallet, and this makes it where it doesn't have to custody your funds. The other part is though at the beginning will be the only one executing orders, the long-term goal is to create a decentralized keepers network where the keepers will be the ones executing the orders, and I can sit on a beach somewhere drinking Mai Tais. So the way the infra needed for that is basically uh, assume that every keeper is is adversarial, and build it that way. So because we cannot trust the keepers.
Life, life, life is happening.
Uno momento.
Yeah, you're good, bro.
I just
You're
went
good.
I just went off screen too. I had the same. It's just this is a family show. So
Yeah,
it's
this
all
is
good.
you know, for some reason I get feedback when I'm talking.
Better
You
now.
hear that or no? Echo?
Yeah, it's probably better now, right?
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't trust keepers, right? Because the keeper could be anyone that bought the NFT and activated it. They have no reason to behave in a trustworthy way, right? So the protocol has to assume that they will be adversarial, and in that it has to price protect the makers who are putting the orders in. Right now, on for like protocols like CalSwap, the way that works is you put in like a price basis when you create the order, and you can say like don't don't buy above such and such price, or whatever it is you want it to say. But that price basis is tied to like the when you created the order, right? That is not a good solution for what I envision when I want to DCA into something. I want to just say buy $10 of Apple every day and then just leave it at that, right? Like I don't want to give it a window because the price could be going up and I still want to buy it, or it could be going down and I still want to buy it. I just want to know that the price is going to be fair. And so CalSwap is decentralized, but they can't really do that. And then you have Jupiter, which they can do that, but they're the ones executing the orders. And so what I'm doing is I'm making it where the orders are tied to, at first, V3 pools only, so that it can use the built-in V3. For those that don't know, Uniswap V3 pools have a built-in oracle on them on chain. So you can check, you can put like a slippage against the price of that token at the time of executing it using the oracle that's built into the V3. So V1 of Mancer will only work with Uniswap V3 pools, but that is, like I say in the white paper, just temporary, because that can't be like the end game for this product. So the question is how can you on-chain limit someone in a fair way from executing an order where the price can be manipulated? And so to do that, what I'm doing is I'm experimenting with two different proving mechanisms. One is storage proofs, and I'm going to get a little technical here, but I can answer any questions after. Storage proofs just are super simple. You can just, a good way to explain it is that every bit of state in a blockchain, like in a transaction, every bit of like state that goes into like storage is a part of the block hash of that block. And so because of that, you can reference historical block hashes, and prove that anything happened in that block. And so part of that could be proving what the price of a pool was in the last block, or in 2 blocks ago, or 3 or 4 or 5. you could say, what is the median price of the last 50 blocks sorted from high low, like or low to, whatever it is, like it's median, right? So and what that would allow for you is to it would give you basically a price of the pool that would be very, very, very hard to manipulate, like very hard, because anyone trying to manipulate it would have to have an open, would have to have like leave their buys open in the liquidity pool, which could get arbed at any second, and you do that like over several blocks. And anyways, that's that part. The problem with that is to do several blocks worth of storage proofs is very expensive. Not I shouldn't say very expensive, but I'm trying to make this competitive in price. And so what I'm experimenting with now is something called ZK compression, which is basically very cool tech, and it uses basically like the ZK EVM, which is just essentially like it allows you to, like, outside of the blockchain, prove anything in the blockchain. So so I could prove outside of the blockchain that 5, 50, 100 even blocks worth of prices were such and such, and all I do is submit the proof, and it's the same price no matter how many blocks worth of pool prices I check. So you could scale it to any amount that way, and it's the same gas price. It's just checking one proof on chain. The problem there is the time it takes to generate the proof. So there's always like limits with everything, but I'm trying to make it as fast as possible to run those, like those ZK provers. But that will be a part of like the up and coming version of the protocol.
That's badass. Quick question too: is this cheaper, faster on Robinhood chain versus mainnet ETH?
Not really, no.
No?
Funny
Oh.
enough, yeah. I really hope Robinhood makes some updates.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, because their gas isn't actually that cheaper, from my experience. It's like, I think like last I checked, it's 0.02 Gwei,
Okay.
which is like not, I think like Ethereum's definitely been like L1's been down to that level in the last year.
Yeah.
Pretty consistently, actually.
Yeah, interesting, dude. Another real quick question. This is going back probably a few minutes, but what is something a keeper could do that is not worthy of trust? Right? Can you have like bad actors with keepers? Like what? I was just curious when you mentioned the trust aspect.
When I was talking about that, I was just saying like, if you're involving if you're involving a stranger, and that's who they are, in a way that can do harm to your users, which they could, then you have to assume that they will. And so you have to build the protocol in a way that they can't. And so you have to have limitations in place that prevent them from being able to do harm to makers who are putting in these orders. And that all that is just simply price manipulation on pools. Like, you can't just say like, oh, execute this order once a day, every day for the rest of my life, and trust that they're not going to like do their best to, or at least some people do their best to give you a bad price so that they can make some EV off of that transaction, and pocket the difference,
Could almost like sandwich you in some way.
Yeah, like they could do lots of things. They could, if you're trying to sell, yeah, they could buy the crap out of it and then put your order through and then sell it. Like they could do lots of different things. So the protocol just needs to be built in a way where they can't do that. And so to do that, you have to look at, this is what oracles are, right? Like oracles do this. They give you a price that is like, that looks at like historical blocks, or not even necessarily historical blocks, but just historical pricing in that liquidity pool. And it gives you like a price that is not just literally the price at the time of your transaction going through, so that if they do try to spike it or something, it's not going to fluctuate major that price in the oracle. Yeah, so
Makes sense. That's it's awesome, dude. This feels special, like special. Can't
It's
wait.
It's deep. It's deep.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's deep. I'm excited to see. I would imagine a lot of people are super interested in it from like the simple standpoint of, hey, it's essentially like a dex where, you know,
Yeah.
having your thing might yield you another thing, and it's in conjunction with Anvil and Simple Farmer, and that like the things that you're going to build, you know, even if they're not fully built right now, like to your point, you're
Right.
working on some things.
Yeah.
It buys you a little bit of time, because like some of the things are going to work right out of the gate, and some of the things you're going to add on to. But yeah, I think to Whirly Girl's point, like it's cool to see, like, you're not a normie. You're obviously very deep on the technical side, but it's cool to see
Yeah.
like normal people building stuff.
Yeah.
I just think I think that's like the thing about Web3 that we all love, is that like anyone can do anything if it's the right idea. Doesn't have to
100%.
come out of a giant lab where you've got, you know, VC funded projects. And this is just like, this is the stuff that I think people love. So I think it's pretty awesome.
No, I
He was talking
appreciate
about
it,
that
and
just this
yeah.
morning too. You can be the solo guy or small team and compete with the guys with the deep pockets. You can do that now, and a
Yeah.
lot of that
Yeah.
thanks to AI and whatever. But that's what this space is. But the other part of that too is like this space didn't used to celebrate people who would build and then build and then build and build, and the space has matured. Like the community has matured, and they finally
That's
do.
true.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that didn't used to exist like 2-3 years ago. You're like, well, you just did that thing. Now you're doing another thing, and it's like,
Yeah.
stop. And now the space is
Yeah.
like, nah, I get it. Fucking do it. I'm here. Fucking finally.
It's
do
how
it.
it should be. It can take a bit to land on the right thing. I think it's yeah, I think it's awesome. I don't know like to give away, like, can we just pick somebody? Like I got somebody in mind to just pick instead of us doing like a raffle. Are we like,
It's up to you, man.
are we down for that, Huda?
Oh, dude, yeah. Like we know the people who tune in who are engaged and interested and want and good community members, all that, right?
There's all kinds of people. Are you good with me just naming somebody? Because there's all kinds of people that show up all the time, but there's somebody in particular that's just like insanely supportive in the ecosystem, sending in fact, I saw this person sending people NFTs so that way they had a shot to get a whitelist in raffles in other communities, like literally giving people NFTs so they could have
That's
a shot.
cool.
Yeah.
That's
And she's awesome, dude. She is, yeah, she's awesome. She's like she's through and through what Web3 is. It's Whirly Girl, man.
Well,
I
if
think
you're a man, you know you're out now.
yeah. No, but there isn't a person out there that knows Whirly Girl that could ever be like, well, what the hell? Like Whirly is, like I said, last night I saw her giving people NFTs just so they could enter raffles for a chance at this. So
Nice.
I think, yeah, I think that's a well-deserved whitelist.
Awesome.
So Whirly, send your wallet. Just DM it to me in Discord, and I'll get it over to I'll get it to Michael.
It's funny in the chat, everybody's like, yep.
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah, right. Like you can't hate on that. If you hate on that, you should just get the hell out. No, nobody can hate on that. She's
That's awesome.
massive supporter of all
Right,
kinds of
that means
ecosystems.
means you picked the right person. So.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Michael,
And-
any like final like big things that you just want to make sure people know about, and then just a reminder, the mint is tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Mint is tomorrow.
Let's see. So, just like, I've just been working really hard on lots of different things, but one of my big focuses is is not just like providing good utility for the token. I'm also like doing my best to make the art something that people would love to rep and will I think just be a good example of like good tech and good art working together, and so I'm excited to like reveal the art to you guys, and there will be a delayed reveal because I'm still like wrapping up and tweaking some of them, but I'm thinking right now. So tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern is when the mint starts. And it will. I don't know if I said this, but the mint will last for 24 hours. So this is probably good info. It's in the tweet, but the mint will last for 24 hours, and once it ends, whatever's left will just go to a vault, unless, and this isn't in the tweet, something out of this world happens and like there's like a shit ton left, which is like not
that ain't happening, bro.
Most likely not.
That ain't happening.
The case. In that situation, I would pivot to because I don't want people to read that and think like, oh, he's just trying to like capture a lot. Like I actually don't. Like I will only do this if there aren't many left. And so I just need it to end so that prices can start taking shape.
Yeah.
And so you have 24 hours. That should be more than enough time for everyone in every time zone to go and get their free mint. If you're on the whitelist, as soon as the mint starts, the token will start trading on the stockbroker's launch pad. It'll be paired 50-50, a split like the LP will have. There'll be like two different pools. One will be paired with the stockbroker's pool. One will be paired with ETH. And so it's a really cool ecosystem that Simple Farmer's building with these partner projects where we kind of all benefit from each other because a part of our LP is paired with stockbrokers. And so I'm like an extension of stockbrokers, and so is every other project that he partners with. And so we're kind of all paired and all can go up together as we're benefiting from the same ecosystem. Let's see, is there anything else? I don't think so.
When are the tokens over on Anvil? That might be a stupid question, but I my understanding was if you buy the tokens there enough, that kind of equals NFT.
Well, yeah. So
500K, right?
Yeah, 500K. Well, 500K plus
the tax,
the 10%
tax.
So yeah, because I just picture
550.
people try to mint an NFT by buying token over there. Is that live as soon as mint starts, or after mint is over?
Yeah, right away.
Okay.
Yeah, and it'll pull you one out of the pool. So
yeah. Okay. I think that's alpha. Like I think it's out. Like that's probably what I'm looking at first to try to get an NFT.
Like that will likely be like when we do release the token. I would imagine a lot of people will be using those to get the NFTs.
Yep.
But we'll see.
Yep. And then that goes crazy and pulls the value of the NFTs up on the other side too. It's awesome. Awesome.
Whirly Girls in Discord giving away the rest of her NFTs that people can use for raffles for people to have a chance at still getting one. So she's a legend, man. Yep. That's
awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome stuff. Michael, dude, thank you for like carving out the time today on literally no notice and coming with a whitelist, which was not even anything that we talked about. Like that was, it's awesome. Proud that you're a Kong, happy for like what you're doing with Simple Farmer. I just love, I love it, dude. Genuinely excited for you. And, we'll be catching back up, bro. I'll get you Whirly Girl's wallet. We'll catch back up. You got crazy stuff going on. It's really busy for you, and we genuinely appreciate you carving out for us today.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. It's been a blast.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Huda, let's go for another like 10 so we can do bullish, bearish. I can give a dumpster update.
Yeah,
You want to do that? Yeah,
yep.
cool.
Yep.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Michael,
Peace, man.
see you, bro. Man, that's deep, right? It's deep. And
Fucking
I
awesome.
I was on a call with Simple Farmer yesterday. You know, he's one of those dudes that like I obviously have we've shared like spaces together, you know, been on spaces. So we've talked and we've kind of kept up a relationship, and we were chatting yesterday, and I like what they're doing. I like what they're doing.
Dude, I've not done anything on Robinhood Chain other than that Hood's Mint or whatever it was. And I know I fucked up, right? I think everybody knows they fucked up. But I think like actually let me put it up on the screen. I think we have to dial into that ecosystem right the fuck now. If you haven't, like if you've been like me on the sidelines, like people are getting really bullish on crypto. Like really bullish on crypto, and I'm kind of getting there, right? Gainsy's got a post about it. Just talk about like recognize what's going on here. Stonk brokers flip pudgy penguins, right? Sailors selling Bitcoin, a lot of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin looks really good right now. Looks fine. Ansem also saying like it's looking really interesting, like right, it's going to get really silly. I think that's all true, right? And then we just had like an awful fucking thing happen last week with the cold card thing, right? A big Bitcoin hack. It's $100 million at this point, which isn't the craziest, but it's like that attacked like the I don't know, the trust kind of level of Bitcoin. It's fucking awful, and yet things still feel really fucking good. I would not sit on the sidelines in the Robinhood ecosystem at all at this point. At all. I am going to try to go for one of those things tomorrow through Anvil. I don't know what they're going to cost. I have no fucking idea, but I'm going to be watching, and it's time to like dial the fuck in over there, man. Like,
Yeah,
geez.
I've been minting some things here and there. Obviously, you know, still busy on the Kongs end, but I'm kind of in the same boat. Like, not trying to ignore. Yeah, not trying to ignore where the action is. It was one of the things I was talking with Simple Farmer about yesterday. We were just connecting to see if there's any, you know, synergy there, something that we can potentially do with them. So like, you know, lot going on. Like you don't want to ignore the thing that's hot, right?
Dude,
And
yeah.
that's hot over there right
And
now.
I'll say
So.
this then too. It still feels, if this is how it's starting, it still feels early. This reminds me a lot of like, I think when Solana stuff started bubbling up and you saw big wins, and you're like, I missed it. And then it turns out you didn't miss it. And if you didn't jump in, you missed all the meme coin craze, right?
Yeah.
And then it feels just like with virtuals where you heard people winning and like fucking like some guy's life changing money, and you're like, I missed it. And then so you never got in, and then you saw, oh no, the best part still came like kind of after too. Robinhood is feeling like the exact same thing. So, like,
Yeah,
I
agreed.
get in there now. There's been one giga cook. There's been some like nice cooks, and then this one coming tomorrow feels like another like giga cook. So
Yep.
Get in.
Yep, I agree. That's the reason why I'm like getting my reps in, getting into something. I'm not hitting everything. Like there's so much stuff in Wall Street Kongs right now. Literally cannot keep up with can't keep up with all of it. Also like yeah, my focus is still dumpster. And so like yes, I want to stay in tune with what's going on Robinhood, but this little guy right here is still you know, front and center in my mind. And dude, it's nice to click on it and see some green. I mean, listen, I know we hit some bottoms. I did easy show yesterday, and that was
shit.
cool.
How did that go? What did he have to say?
Yeah, well, you know, when you're getting into something as deep as this, and let's say Kongs in general for 30 minutes, like, you know, you can't get crazy deep. The thing that I took away from it that I think I hear all the time is like, what a great website, what a great UI. And he's like, you know, that's like the first thing I usually judge things by. And he's like, this is, you know, and granted, like maybe some of him is just being a gracious host. But yeah, the UI is awesome, man.
When everybody says it, you know, it wasn't just being gracious. He fucking
no,
loved it.
it's
It's
true.
their colors too. At least the blue is like that's very Bodago. I bet he loved it.
It's a great site, and you know, we have been on like the team end. You're just like thinking, right? You're just like, oh, okay. Well, I left afterwards, right? So like I didn't get any of the afterwards if he had said anything, but he did DM me, and he just said, man, like, thank you for coming on. And he's like, sorry, I gotta plug my computer in. He's like, thank you for coming on. He's like, we could have gone on for hours, just like good conversation, talking about the SEC, talking about the Kong's journey. So like, good. I'm glad.
Vibes.
What's that?
It's Henry vibes. Everybody has that reaction too. It's fucking great.
Well, hey, I'm happy to hear that. Hang on real quick. I'm just going to send Worley's wallet to Michael before things get forgotten.
I by the way, I haven't pulled up the dumpster site since like Saturday. Was I spinning the dumpster fire?
That was Saturday.
And it's because like, dude, this for me is a set it and forget it. I don't feel like I even have to look at it. Right? I've got tokens staked. And I've played the thing and I'll keep playing it. But to me, this is a set it and forget it still because I believe in it. Like, I just think one day I'm going to be checking it or I'll hear the noise I know I'll hear the noise, but I believe in the fucking thing, dude.
Do you know just a random thing is today, like Discord started giving me like notifications on like everything. You know what I mean? Like I have like notifications off for almost everything. And somehow today, like everything is on. It's annoying me.
Internet's broken today. I think Whirly Girl was right.
Okay. So yeah, happy to hear that Easy liked it. And the thing is, anyone who's in dumpster, especially like the dudes who are deep in it, like there's a lot of Kongs, certainly a solid handful of Kongs that are like really deep into it, really like just, you know, there's people who understand the motion of how these things work and there's people who don't, right? And so like you filter out, I try to listen as much as I can to suggestions. And I try not to be a dick about any, whether they're, you know, if I think they're bad, I try not to be a dick. Like I realize a lot of people are just trying to help. Anybody who like understands how these things work, understands where the hang up is right now, right? The hang up is this thing works off of volume. And when you've got volume at $3,000 a day, of which, you know, probably $500 of that is the protocol actually buying dump, right? Because like, when it does the raffles and it gets money back, it gets sold back, it's using some of that to feed dumpster fire. It's using some of that to place out second and third place. So some of that action is the protocol buying dump. So you're like, all right, this thing's at a 3K volume right now. That's nothing. It's not enough to survive, right? And it's one of the reasons why we initiated what we did, which was like conserve powder, volume-based deployment of powder in the protocol, because like that is what has the potential to keep this thing going. So anyone who knows this knows you need volume. Dumpster fire was never the thing that was like intended to flywheel this thing. Like no one's buying and taking a haircut on, you know, the buy and sell to play dumpster fire. Even though the RTP is good for dumpster fire compared to a lot of slots, like in some ways you're starting down. Well, you not in some ways, in practical ways, you start down 10%, right? And then if you want to cash out and actually convert back to soul, there's another 10%. So dumpster fire was intended like, okay, if you get the token going and you get volume and you're getting some dump from second and third place, like dumpster fire, it's an active component to the ecosystem to play. It's not intended to be like the thing that feeds the ecosystem, if that makes sense. It's not adding to the protocol. It's just a game to play. So yeah, the thing is, I think when we launched and then dumpster fire didn't come out right away, then it took weeks. I think there's people who thought like, oh, dumpster fire is like a thing that can help revive this. But if you understand it, it's like, well, no, it's just an add-on, right? It doesn't save this. What saves this is volume. What brings in volume is either speculation out of the gate or it's something else. And so like we know where we're at right now, 3K volume a day. So the speculation part is gone. People that are in it and have their bags and their dumpsters and their tokens, like they're calm. You know, they're calm. They know there's time. But like also you want to see like there's something being done. All of that to say, you know, we've been like discussing what are things that we can do. You know, you've got Stonk Brokers that has done really well. You had FWA doing really well. What are some components of things that we could take, plug in? And dude, we had, when I say like, you know, one of those conversations this morning, shortly before the show, I think I got off the call maybe 15 minutes before the show. And we were just like, we're doing what we do, right? Throwing an idea out. And then this guy, you know, and you're going around and you're just like, oh, dude, I start getting the tingles and I
Mhm.
start being like, oh shit, yeah. And dude, you know me, I don't always get it right away, right? When somebody brings something up and it's deep and it's technical, there was something that was brought up and it took me a solid 20 minutes for it to click. And the thing is, it clicked in the middle of a conversation about another thing that we were talking about. And I said, dude, it just clicked. It just clicked. Like it fucking clicked and I got it. And then when I got it, I'm like, draw this up, Miro this out. Let's go down this path because the thing that I think Dumpster has that, okay, this is a long, I know I'm just fucking,
This is great.
yeah. It's like, you know, FWA, you saw what they did this week, right? And you saw the market response to it.
Mhm.
Well, the thing about FWA is the underlying thing is and the thing is, like, part of me is like, I think what they were doing was working. I don't know why they needed to tweak things and change things, but imagine if you had something like FWA with an entire protocol like Dumpster built underneath it. That isn't novel, right? People have been saying for weeks, like, we should be like going down the route of you know, something like an FWA, you know, incorporating NFTs into it. And I think that I think we got on a line of thinking that has the potential to fucking juice this thing because I think it can. Because I think, like, if you have something FWA-esque and you've got people using Dumpster to play this thing, and I don't want to spill the beans on what it is, but I think that there is something that, even if it looks in some ways similar to what FWA is, the thing is, what people are playing in some sort of, like, let's say, FWA scenario, all of the people in the ecosystem that are in it right now, you know, whatever you're doing has to feed into the protocol, right? It has to. So whatever you're putting out there needs to feed into the protocol. So you're gaining more soul into the protocol. And by default, the people that are staked into Dumpsters benefit directly from that thing. And if that thing is juicy enough, for people to play, very different than Dumpster Fire. Dumpster Fire is just like, it's a slot machine, right? But if you have something where there's some, like, gamification and obviously some gambling component to it, right? And if that thing is feeding the people who are putting their NFTs into it, if it's also feeding the protocol, which is in turn feeding the protocol, the stakers, the Dumpsters, I actually think it's I think it's fucking awesome. I think it's
Okay.
fucking awesome.
I'm
So
gonna hit you up after. I'm gonna need to get.
it's almost like, if you just think of, like, if you took FWA and you had it as a module on top of the Dumpster protocol, and you had people that were participating in that. And one of the things that we're looking at, but man, like, just absolutely don't take any of this to the bank. I'm spitballing, you know, not even spitballing. I'm just like, you know, one of the issues we've had people talk about the tax and you know, if you could have a dynamic tax, if you could, because that is a barrier for people, right? That, like, you're getting taxed both ways. It's like, if you could crack the code on, you still need a tax because you got to be able to feed the protocol. But if you can implement a way for there to be a method for not getting taxed on the way out, that could be interesting. That could be interesting because you could argue, well, then you're giving up tax on the way out, right? It's like, well, yeah, but would you rather get tax on the way in and have volume, or would you rather be like, well, we get the protocol gets fed on the way in and out, but nobody's trading it, so, like, who cares? You want 10% of something or 20% of nothing? Which do you want, right?
I dig that. Yep.
So I can't say exactly what it is because there's still components of it that need to be, like, mapped out, and, you know, the entire loop of, like, okay, how does this go into this and how would that go into that? But I think we're on to something. That was the long ass way of saying, like, man, I love when you get off a conversation and you're just like, oh, bro, that's great. And
that's what you need, dude. You need that fucking that feeling.
Yeah. And it makes this it makes this even it makes it just juicy. And I love that, like, we have this thing that works. That's like one step away. It's like one step away from a thing that more people would have a actual reason to participate in versus just like, cool, I staked, I'm waiting for the yield. There's 1,600 SOL in there. And like, it's either going to go up or down, but like, you got to feed those people, right? You feed them through the protocol. But if you have another thing that brings people in, I think there's I would argue to say, like, it could be one of the best, if not the best system out there. So I don't want to say I'm putting the cart ahead of the horse, but it's one of those things where I'm like, all right, guys, clock's ticking, right? Clock is ticking. We got to be killers right now. I'm stealing a line from Adzi. I'm like, we got to be savage. Adzi's like, we got to be killers. And I'm like, we need to be killers right now. And I love, dude. I was talking to McGilla the other day, and he's like, you guys got a great team. And I'm like, we do, man. Like, we have some unbelievably smart dude. I'm the dumbest one, dude. I might be one of the best voices, right? Like, to go out and talk about it, but like, one of the dumbest guys on the team. You sit there with a group of dudes who know this space and understand the tech side of things and just like understand a lot about how the motion of Web3 works. And we got like most of the components of what it takes to have a successful protocol. We're just missing, we're missing a couple things. And that conversation just made me be like, fuck yeah, man. Let's if it isn't this thing that I'm saying, it's a version of it because it just makes a ton of sense. So
yeah, that's cool. By the way, like, you as good as you are on like the public facing stuff and the speaking stuff, those guys are that strong. They're that in their fucking things. That's what they are. It's crazy.
I wrote out because last night I was in a voice chat with like Casey and Hazardous and a bunch of us in the war room last night. And Hazardous had brought, and it's funny because I might come across like a dick when I'm trying to poke holes in what people are saying. But some of it is I'm trying to poke holes because like if I hear a good idea, I'm not going to be like, well, just because he came from this guy, I'm not going to, and Hazardous was bringing up something and he was talking about dumpster fire and it had an idea and I was poking holes in it and it kind of made sense to me, dude. So I took it back. I took it back and put a long ass post in the team chat. And I said like, dude, apologies because like, I know it's annoying when you have somebody that's like, hey, what about this? And on the technical side, I don't know it all. Right. But I said part of the problem is that you guys have literally been able to build anything that we've been able to think of. Like anything we've thought of, you've been able to build it. So like, pardon me for thinking we can kind of build anything because you've done it. Because to your point, they're cracked. They got good understanding. And through all of this stuff we're doing right now with Dumpster, it's been I don't know. We lost the site, but maybe.
No, I ripped it down real quick.
All of this stuff, it's been safe. Do you know what I mean? Anybody who's had an issue where they hit a jackpot, and there was a couple of them, they hit a jackpot, it didn't pay out. They got paid out. Like we're an honest, ethical team that is always striving to try to take care of our holders and make these things the best thing that they can be. So I got this like, renewed push. Sorry, man, ranting, but like I was saying to McGilla, like there is something to momentum in everything, right? You look at sports and you got, you see a team that's down. You see a team that's down and the fans are out of it. And like, sometimes you need like a little bit of a spark and then you get that spark and the fans get into it. And somehow this intangible thing has an effect on the game, right? You're just like, man, people fucking clapping somehow and getting loud somehow. It does. Like It can be hard to go out there. If you go in Discord and you see a bunch of people that are moping over something, it can be hard to go out there and be like, to go on spaces, right? Like I'm not I tell people like, I'm not the smartest guy in the room, but I'm not dumb. I know when I'm going on a spaces to talk about this thing here, that all you got to do is zoom out on the chart and be like, well, cool. The thing Henry's talking about, look at the chart, right? Who fucking cares? Now, right here, that little snippet looks good. But if you go back to launch, you can see like we're more than 50% off all-time highs, right? So the thing is like, you want to have that momentum from the community. You want to see that people are still bullish and haven't given up hope, because it only feeds the team, and you only need a little spark for these things to take off. And again, FWA was offline for damn near a month. I think maybe it was 2 or 3 weeks, and then it came back and it surged. So I feel like I got that spark again this morning. It's not like without that spark, I'm not willing to put the work in. It's not that at all. But man, it makes it so much easier when you're like, dude, yes, I think we're onto an idea, and I think this idea will work.
I love it, dude. Real quick too, just from this, I'm kind of curious. Is the dumpster fire jackpots a fixed amount? Hit the ultra, and it's 72K dump, and I still haven't wrapped my head around what equals what, right?
Okay.
7,200, 72,000.
Yeah. So you open up a ticket, because there was a couple that did not pay out the correct amount. There was a rebalancing of the jackpots. And I think that has to do with what the payouts are versus what the, like, let's say the game logic needs to be. So there was a rebalancing. I think it's like, mini major ultra progressive. Let me get you the updated, because I think it goes like 50. Let me get you an update, because Sven did this yesterday, and dude, like, Felix was in the hospital. I think he still is. So like, down a man, he has his laptop. He's been, still trying to work on things, but yeah.
Hope you're all right, Felix. Damn, dude.
Yeah, we took it out of him, bro.
Yeah.
Took it out of him. 50 for the mini, 150 for the major. Wait, these were the old ones. I think it went 50, 150, 300. I think that is the new jackpots.
So 300 would be ultra.
300 is ultra.
Okay.
I will confirm that. And Mimi, open a ticket, dude, and we can look. In fact, open a ticket, put your wallet in there. That'll just save a little bit of time, and we can look at that. But, fucking bullish, dude. Bullish. I want to see that we can get this thing fixed. When I say fixed, I mean, like, dude, dumpster fire has been an absolute time consumer for something that like I was saying in voice chat. I wish I could just tell the guys, stop working on this right now, because we got bigger fish to fry. Like, dumpster fire is not the end all say all for dumpster. It's something you want working, but like, what people should want is that we're working on the thing to bring in volume. And today, it's okay if you hit it before the fix. Just no, open a support ticket. Don't put your wallet here. It doesn't, like, open a support ticket in Kongs is what I mean. This is not a support ticket, bro.
No. YouTube chat not, or Twitch chat or whatever. Yeah. Cool.
So
dude, sounds great.
Yeah, sorry. That was a long way of saying, like, fucking fire it up, dude.
The boys are cooking and fired up. It's awesome.
Man, I'll tell you. And I was just like, guys, if we could have this before I have my surgery, because I want to be able to get out there and I want to be able to talk about this and I want to be able to just like get fucking super bullish. And to be honest with you, if we can do this thing, and granted, we got to ideate on it a little more. If we can do this thing, man, it makes sense. It just makes sense. And this thing, when I said, like, this is a $10 million token, this thing will be a $10 million token.
Fucking,
yeah.
Holden.
And dude, do you know how happy I'll be for the people who, like Hazardous, who, and lots of other guys, right? That believe and they watch their bags go, that they supported at higher market caps, but they still, they still are in, and they're just like, no, let the team cook. Like, sometimes you got to let the team cook, and sometimes you got to support even when it doesn't feel like you want to, or you feel like the game is over because it feels like the fourth quarter and you're down 20 points and you're just like, man, I know how these things go. Like, sometimes you just got to still push through that and put the effort in and support your home, your home team, because like, there is tons of hope here. And I genuinely think if we do this thing, I think it could be awesome.
I think it's going to work.
Okay.
Dude.
I'll stop.
Do you want to do just a couple of the bullish bearish, or do you want to just wrap there?
Whatever. Yeah, I'm good. So it's whatever you want to do.
Let's do a couple bullish bearish. Why don't we do that?
Fuck's yeah.
I'll have you pick out your favorites.
Bullish bearish, bullish bearish, bullish bearish, bullish bearish, bullish bearish, bullish bearish, bullish bearish.
Man, I gotta start here because I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at.
It's a treehouse, bro.
That's a treehouse. There's a dude in there. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I thought that was a camera, dude.
No.
On his
Bullet.
property. All right.
Bullish on finding new ways and new places to camp.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking awesome. It was so bullish. My one of my best buds built a fucking fort in his house, like some weird ass fort, and I thought it was just like a funny, goofy thing he did. And now he's left it up now for like a month, and I like that shit. I want one of those, dude. Yeah, bullish. That's retarded. Walk us through this one.
Al primer picheo el contacto a terrenos de
Oh, there's a
Rodillo,
fight coming?
que no puede quedarse con ella de primera, después se entrega con Félix, regresa.
Oh, shit.
Y wow, hay golpes ahí por parte de Dani Vázquez y el Tornillo Amador. Salta
Do you have audio, by the way?
Yeah.
Show
It's
grande
echoing.
en el terreno de juego del Toros Mobile Park.
Y
No se
golpes.
hablaron mucho, A la primera llegaron los golpes.
Pero lo que sí veo es a un Danry Vázquez que está también por allá, Donis Medina. Algunos de los jugadores están recibiendo.
I love it. I love a good brawl.
Yeah. Good baseball fight. Bullish on that.
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude, always.
What are you doing?
Hang on, I'll kill the audio here. Selena Powell drops explosive claims against The Rock, saying he paid her $700,000 for a one-night stand. Oh,
And asked her to eat his butt.
huh. Damn, dude. These guys are freaks. I'm kind of bullish on that, dude.
Yeah. I got an echo, but it could just be. Could you have an echo for you?
No, but StreamYard's just being stupid. I can't.
Yeah.
No echo now, but
I'm bullish on that.
Yeah, bullish. Yeah, it's fucked. The future of warfare. Oh, is this gonna be robots and shit?
No, yeah. Look at this drone following this guy. Have you seen this?
No.
Okay. This dude. Oh, yeah.
This reminds me of the videos that come out of like Ukraine and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But watch at the end, man.
Does it shoot him?
It just it kamikazes him.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those kind of videos. They're wild. And then you like remember back. I can't remember if we watched it here, but the mini drones that zap mosquitoes. Did you see that video?
I don't think so.
Dude, fucking tiny little drone, and it flies around, and if it finds a mosquito, goes and it electrocutes it. And I'm like, that's badass, but that's also like this shit, and it's just like they'll be killing everything, everybody, everything. I don't know if I'm bullish on that, man.
I'm only bullish on it if it's our team putting the drones out.
Yeah, I think our team's not the good guys, though. No,
I don't think
not
so
often
either.
Enough. Yeah,
No,
I think
so
I'm gonna go bearish on that. Yikes! And also, no stopping it and whatever. Let it rip. All that stuff. Just like with AI, everything. Let it fucking rip. Bring it on. It's just how it's going. This little guy I'm bullish on, dude. It's so cute. I want one. A little baby. Are they mini cows? Do they grow up and be minis?
I don't know how big a Scottish Highland cow gets, but damn, is that thing cute. Come
So
on.
cute. I
Bullish on
like. I think just mini everything is cute, right? But like mini, that's cute. Mini pigs are so cute. I want a
Yeah.
mini pig bad, dude.
Love that thing.
So bullish. Let's keep going. China might be going a little too far in its robot division.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
Oh.
look at these things. Well, I mean, wait till you see.
Let me peek
Oh,
at the
wait,
community
is
now.
it AI?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Damn. Let's pretend it's not.
Seems like it could be so real these days.
It's. I mean, just because the video's fake doesn't mean this isn't real too. You know, somebody's made this. You know, those freaks the labs got.
But like that one right there, like that is.
I've seen videos of real ones doing exactly that. So it's fake, but it's real too. If that makes sense.
Bullish.
Atari needs like a fleet of them. Atari's gonna have a fucking like
Be coming down to his house
truck.
to his harem.
a truck, and they're just gonna be just one after another wheeling them out. which is awesome.
Okay, this one you probably go to like, I don't know, a minute or so. This is a vegan who's eating a steak for the first time in 14 years.
Really? It's more of that too. I don't know why this showed up on YouTube for me today too. She just keeps eating it and she's crying how good it tastes. And
Yeah.
she said like her vegan friends were like being mean to her and shit. Bullish. She loved it. Who doesn't? It's fucking delicious, dude.
Bullish, man. Bullish.
Eat the goddamn cow. It's so good.
Dog's at the playground. Doesn't want to go home.
Oh,
I love that.
Yep. I love dogs, dude.
Man, me too.
Dog.
So much more than people.
Yeah. I think that was it. What do I got? Oh, this is. I didn't even mean to have this here, but rest in peace to Glenn Hanser, dude. What a fucking bummer that was.
Yeah, when you told me, man, that is a bummer.
I'm bummed still. Are you bummed? I'm bummed about it.
You know, you've seen him live like multiple times. I haven't, and I feel like when you see a band live, that's that next step of connection. And I've always thought like when Eddie goes, that'll be a big deal to me because he's been such a, I don't know, dude. He's been a big part of our lives. Like you were a Pearl Jam fan, I became a Pearl Jam fan, and named my youngest after them, and been to their shows, and met my wife because of them. I mean, there's things like that.
Yeah, with Vedder too, I'm like, that's the one I know I'll feel, right? I didn't think there'd be any other artist that I kind of get. Like, I listen to tons of music, everybody does, but I didn't think any would bug me, except Vedder. And then this one happened. I'm like, fuck, dude, that one got me.
Not on the Bullish Bearish, but dude, that Perez Hilton video from yesterday, disturbing, right? Like really disturbing.
Cool.
I can't even believe what he did.
Yeah.
Like,
I just used to obsess with gore sites and shit. That was tame. That was the tamest shit.
No, not even like you sent me a video one time of a dude getting his head chopped off while he was jerking off or something.
That was a good one.
Yeah, bizarre, right? But that one was just something about it was just like, wow, this dude is slicing himself and seemingly loving it.
Yes. Yeah. There's way crazier versions of exactly that out there. People go, wait, his shit, like it was bloody. It was bloody, but like his was like real surface level. They were like scratches. He did not have a sharp knife. I've seen versions of that with people who have a sharp ass knife, and those cuts are deep, and they do the exact same thing. And those are crazy. Those give you that shock. I'm looking at him like, I know what he's doing. I get it, poor guy, but like that's like it's nothing.
Yeah, and Casey, that's just Huda. You know, some people, including myself, I'll watch videos and they can be disturbing, but like, I don't know, having been in the service and seeing death and, you know, maiming, you kind of get a little bit callous to it. You know what I mean? It just becomes like a thing. You take it to another level sometimes.
Yeah, by the way, I feel bad for that guy because I know like the head state he's in. Like I feel bad that he's doing that because he feels like he has to or whatever, right? But as far as like, was that the craziest fucking like holy fuck thing? I'm like, that's a 2 out of 10 compared to the crazy things people do online. That most people, even on gore sites, you don't see. Like, there's other places where you see fucking shit, dude. Yeah, dude, he shouldn't have done that. By the way, it's fucked
put up the trans basketball one. Did you see that one?
I got it. Yeah, I started one past it. This one here?
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Oh, fuck yeah.
This is a dude. But go to the tweet.
Okay, let's see. Social media users are calling on a WNBA team to sign transgender French basketball player Julie Taytart, who averages 21 points a game. Came out as trans in 21, 6'3", 20 rebounds a game.
Yeah. I wonder for people who don't mind, you know, trans women in this is a trans woman, right? I always get that confused. Yeah.
Yes. I think I'm all
Call
for
her
it.
up. Call her up.
I'm all.
Call her
I
up.
think I'm all for it, dude.
I think so too.
I think it
I
makes
mean,
the game not fair, but also I'm all for it. If that makes sense.
yes, it does make sense.
I think merge the leagues.
They couldn't keep up with the NBA, but
No, well they wouldn't be playing.
but
merge
like
them.
put her in. Put her in. People,
I just want to see
if
it.
people
Almost
think it's fair, put her in.
put her. Let's see what happens. But it's almost like when they did the steroid Olympic too. Like I just want to
Hmm.
see cool shit. I want to see wild shit. I want to see like people dominating. I just like there needs to be dude on Crypto Slam. I asked the guys to bake in something called chaos mode, where we filter out crazy like billions of dollars that are wash traded sometimes daily, and it looks fucking insane when you see what's really happening on chain. I'm like, I want chaos mode though. I just want to toggle to see it, right? I want chaos mode in the WNBA. I want it in the NBA. I want chaos mode everywhere. Everywhere I need a fucking chaos mode toggle. And there it is.
Yeah.
I support that. Cool shit.
Yep.
Dude, Michael Hurst, fucking awesome dude. Oh, killer, a fucking killer. One of those guys you're like, this space needs guys like that who just keep pushing and pushing, then they hit it and they fucking crush. And he's just about to crush tomorrow.
Can you believe he came with a whitelist spot? That was most hyped whitelist out there right now. Had no idea.
wish he
Tried to
came
get
with 4.
whitelist for Kongs, but like couldn't. And he came and gave one away. I mean, that's what a dude.
But Michael, if you want to do just 3 more, me, Henry, and our bro Atari over there somewhere. But you're
I'm gonna hit
welcome
him
to,
up.
dude. But also,
I'm gonna hit him up. I'm gonna be like, Michael, come on. You said you got 80. What's 77 versus 80?
It's the same number.
It's like literally.
Basically.
In fact, 77 even kind of sounds better.
It's dude. If you really want this thing to go smoothly tomorrow, get it to 77. So, but thank you. Just fucking with you. Like awesome. Good luck. All that shit. He's great. Henry is great chatting with you, man.
You
It's
too,
good
man.
hanging with you boys out there. We'll see you next week. No, we
Love you,
won't.
dude.
We were probably not having a show next week, but we'll keep you posted.
Well, let's think this out, because if we don't do a show next week, that means the show after that'll be our last one for probably a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's I have surgery the next Wednesday. I'm probably a week or 2 off, I would think. We'll see.
Well,
Maybe the following week I could do one.
This will be totally up to you. I can keep it going while you're like recovering, so I can still
Yeah.
do them.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not the same show, but I can. And then also, there's a chance next week the show happens just much later in the day. But we'll see. We'll wait.
Well, I was thinking I can still run the show next week and fumble my way through some stuff.
Okay.
I'll line up
Okay.
a juicy guest.
All right.
I'll see if Luca wants to co-host.
That'd be.
I'm gonna DM
awesome.
him. Be like, bro, you want to co-host with me next week?
That'd be badass. Okay,
Yeah.
cool shit. Cool
All right.
shit. All right,
Love
we'll
you,
see you
dude.
guys then. Love you, man. Peace.